You know, is what breeds greatness. The talent, the flash, all this shit, that shit don't mean nothing. Having this shit together and that shit, preparation keeps peace. You don't stress when it's 2 seconds on the clock. You don't already ran the play to win the game. You know what I'm saying? Hundreds of times over and over and over again. So that shit just like the fucking water. You feel me?
I hate plan B. When you start doubting yourself, that's very dangerous. Because now what you're basically saying is that if my plan doesn't work, I have a fallback plan, I have a plan B. And that means that you start thinking about plan B, and every thought that you put into plan B, you're taking away now that thought and that energy from plan A. We function better if there is no safety net. Because plan B becomes a safety net. It says that if I fail, then I fall and I get picked up and I have something else there that will protect me. It is very dangerous to have a plan B because you're cutting yourself off from the chance of really succeeding.
If you have an idea that you genuinely think is good, don't let some idiot talk you out of it. Now, that doesn't mean that every wild notion you come up with is going to be genius. But if there is something that you feel is good, something you want to do, something that means something to you, try to do it. Because I think you can only do your best work if you're doing what you want to do, and if you're doing it the way you think it should be done, and if you can take pride in it after you've done it, no matter what it is. If you can look at it and say, I did that, and I think it's pretty damn good. That's a great feeling.
Every day when you wake up, every single day when you wake up, you got two options. You can look at the clock and hit the snooze. That's right, you heard what I said, you got options. You can look at that snooze button, boom, you can hit the snooze button and go back to bed. That's right, and do what? And dream. That's right, you can go back to sleep and dream about what you want to have. You know, watching MTV, watching BET, read magazines and dream about what you want to be. Right there with your comfortable pillow, you dreaming about what you want to be. Or you can look at that snooze button, kick that clock and get up and go pursue your dreams.
What's stopping you? Are you too tired? Didn't get enough sleep? Don't have enough energy? Don't have enough time? Is that what's stopping you right now? Don't have enough money? Is that the thing? Or is the thing that's stopping you?
When you have a dream, and the dream isn't something you dream and then it happens. The dream is something you never knew was going to come into your life. Dreams always come from behind you, not right between your eyes. It sneaks up on you. But when you have a dream, it doesn't often come at you screaming in your face, this is who you are. This is what you must be for the rest of your life. Sometimes a dream almost whispers. And I've always said to my kids, the hardest thing to listen to, your instincts, your human personal intuition, always whispers, it never shouts. Very hard to hear. So you have to, every day of your lives, be ready to hear what whispers in your ear. It very rarely shouts. And if you can listen to the whisper, and if it tickles your heart, and it's something you think you want to do for the rest of your life, and that is going to be what you do for the rest of your life, and we will benefit from everything you do.
I want to tell you something, a speech right now. Either you work hard for it, or you don't work hard for it. Well, me and my brother, we work hard for our stuff. It don't come easy. In life, you have to work. Either you want to be the shark of the ocean, or the fish of the ocean. And right now, we want to be the shark. Take over everything. Strength, no weakness. Power, the muscle. Have to have that mindset. So you're going to come in here and dominate. When you say, oh, it's wrong. No. Don't put yourself down. motivate yourself, keep yourself up, pumped, and ready for any challenge.
The goal is not to be successful and famous. That's not the goal. The goal is, if you have a specific God-given ability, is to live your life out through that. Right. One. And two, we have a responsibility to push the conversation forward until we're all equal. Until we're all equal in this place, because until everyone's free, no one's free. And that's just, that's just the...
Fear is not real.
Fear of fear. I hate being scared to do something.
The only place that fear can exist is in our thoughts of the future.
And I think what developed in my early days was the attitude that I started attacking things that I was scared of.
It is a product of our imagination, causing us to fear things that do not at present and may not ever exist. We are all telling ourselves a story.
God placed the best things in life on the other side of terror.
Fear is a choice.
On the other side of your maximum fear are all of the best things in life.
Easy is not an option. It's hard living. Life is hard. See, it's hard when you are 49 years old, been working on a job for 17 years, and they come in and tell you you're finished and give you 1 week severance pay. And you got to start all over again. It's hard when you are married and raising children, and your children are crawling, and your husband dies unexpectedly. It's hard handling just the tragedies of life. When you're working on something and you put everything you have in it, and it doesn't work, you must have faith. After you go through it, you get back and you look at it and you say, oh, now I understand why I needed that lesson. You've got to believe in yourself. You've got to believe in your abilities. You've got to believe in your service, your company, your ideas, unquestionably.
Are we just the little fishes?
People say you have to have a lot of passion for what you're doing, and it's totally true. And the reason is because it's so hard that if you don't, any rational person would give up. You've got to find what you love.
You can have a job, or you can have a career, or you can have a calling. And the best thing is to have a calling.
You should truly follow your passion. If you're doing something and you're not interested or you have no passion for it, you really...
Life is too short.
You're going to fail.
So you might as well take a chance on doing what you love.
You've got to enjoy what you do every day.
Fine. And most important, have the courage to...
Understand something. Everybody's not going to get you. You got to realize everybody don't even want to get you. There's some people out there that's going to commit their life to misunderstanding you. It's going to commit their life to tearing you down. You have to understand that. You can't live to please people. You got to live your truth. There's going to be people out there that don't get your vision, don't get your purpose, going to talk about you, going to say you changed. They don't get your change. They don't get why you left some things behind. But you can't let that stop you from moving forward. You can't let that steal your passion. You have to be willing to be misunderstood. Straight up. And it's okay. It's okay to be misunderstood. It's okay to be different. It's okay to make some changes because it's your life. It's your responsibility. I tell people all the time, I understand that I will be misunderstood, but I will never let that stop me from living my truth. Because I got to be true to who I am, to the purpose that God put in my life.